telling you though, when I was in the theater, it's like I could feel it. It's like it was right there. It was on the verge of being something good, and it just either was too afraid to make the leap or it didn't know how to make the leap. Oh, hi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the month of October, so it means we are getting more horror and gore coming out. Not necessarily for the good. Just came back from watching Together. This was directed by Michael Shanks, and it is starring Alison Brie playing Millie and Dave Franco playing Tim. And apparently they're actually a real life couple too, which, I guess, I don't really care as long as the movie's good. Basically, years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads when they move to the countryside, abandoning all that is familiar in their lives except each other. With tensions already flaring, a nightmarish encounter with a mysterious unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. So obviously, hearing that description as someone that loves not just the horror genre, I absolutely love the body horror genre. So I was very much looking forward to this, and one way that I can describe this movie is just disappointing. I'm telling you though, when I was in the theater, it's like I could feel it. It's like it was right there. It was on the verge of being something good, and it just either was too afraid to make the leap or it didn't know how to make the leap. And it was with everything. Everything felt either rushed or unfinished, from their relationship dynamic to the gore, to the music, to even the story development. It just felt very lackluster, that was the ending? Well, I guess. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some goods in this movie, and I will say the scares in this movie were probably the best thing about it. It legit actually scared me at some moments. It was great. CGI of the body horror stuff, because there is a little bit of body horror, and what I mean by that, think of The Substance basically, or even The Thing or The Fly. I mean, I could go on forever. I mean, I love these movies. The performances were good. I'm not gonna lie, nothing memorable, but it was good. The Helper storyline was fine, and when I say The Helper, is how there's in the horror movies, there's always this one person that just happens to know everything that's going on. Yeah, that person. It was in this movie. It didn't feel too cheesy. Especially because as the story progresses, you kind of can tell that he was actually trying to help them, which I appreciated. It was actually a little bit of a change. I mean, trying to help them, not in the best way ever, but he was trying. Relationship dynamic is where I feel like this movie could have done something more, because it's basically, Dave Franco's character, he's very much indecisive, doesn't know what he wants out of his life, is still trying to reach certain dreams, while Millie's character is more established, wants to settle down and actually get married and have kids, and she kind of feels like her boyfriend is a bit of a burden. You can feel that in the movie. There's certain instances where it's come on, man, help out a little. Jesus. Don't get me wrong, there's also moments where she comes off as either very degrading, talking down to him, to be frank, not very supportive, almost very unsure of things. It's you can clearly tell that both of them kind of want to end things just because they're afraid of being alone, frankly. Gore was honestly the most disappointing thing in this movie. I was expecting the Substance level gore, especially with how well that movie did. I was just disappointing. I honestly felt like they were cowards. Yeah, I'm calling you cowards. How dare you, cowards. The music felt very inappropriate at times. It was one of that loud boom kind of music that overwhelms all the senses. A couple of those moments, not too often, but it was there. I am gonna get into spoilers, so if you don't want to hear the ending, spoilers ahead. With the ending, and that's why I actually like the whole Helper situation, because I forgot his name, I'm sorry. But basically, him actually saying that, hey, if you just go with the flow, it'll be easier. It's kind of hinting at how this transformation works. Kind of shows with the couple that was already missing when they finally reveal what they look like, that you can tell they're fighting against each other, they're not united completely, which makes sense if they're fighting against the flow, against the thing that puts them together, I guess, versus just letting it go with the flow and you'll get the transformation that you're supposed to, I guess. It's not exactly a good thing, again, but it's I guess something, which I appreciated. The ending, I just was disappointed because I thought they were gonna go either one of two ways. One, that Dave Franco, when they're standing in front of the house facing each other, was gonna break everything up, like was gonna break the relationship, and that somehow breaks the curse. Not saying that that's any better, but that's what I was getting, like the vibe that I was getting. The thing that I thought was going to happen was that when both of them unite, that they can both, like, I don't know, shapeshift between each other, but they can never be separated ever again. This brings up the question, what happens if her parents show up on the Sunday that they're supposed to show up and are like, hey, where the hell is my daughter? You know what I mean? Is this random stranger in my daughter's house and all of a sudden she's gone along with her boyfriend, you know? Like, these are concerning, guys. Saying, like, leaving it, especially leaving the ending like that, just felt very like, oh, that was it? Overall, it just felt like disappointing. It felt like it could have been more, it could have gone more aggressively with the gore, it could have gone more aggressive with the relationship dynamic, maybe making them both very toxic to each other. I was expecting more, and it just didn't get that, which is why I'm gonna be giving it a 5 out of 10, honestly. But yeah, guys, 5 out of 10. Was it cool at some point? Sure. You know, it's a fun movie to watch with friends. Definitely didn't hate it. But objectively speaking, it's not the greatest. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Do you disagree with me? Ooh, take it down to the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe on your way there. I'll see you all for the next one. Bye.